Welcome back to another day in life of Noah Nelson and Jason Melby.
What up?
Because it's Noah and Jason vlogs.
It's the Jason and Noah
Nope,
vlogs.
absolutely not. My knees still hurt really, really bad. I can still barely walk, but Jason brought his shop vac from the 80s to be able.
It works perfectly fine. Don't judge it too much.
It's all good as long as it works.
Yeah.
I hope it works. That's something I really need to get. Like, there's like a couple things in my shop that I don't have that kind of piss me off, and a shop vac's definitely one of them. But I can now clean out the interior of the car. I kind of swept up everything into like small little piles, like back there and like back down there. So I'm gonna start on that now and then try and figure out what else I can do to my car to get it ready for this weekend. I need to order that wiring stuff tonight for sure for it to be here on time for Carlos. Just need to double check if I have money in my account yet, waiting for a check to clear. It's super annoying, but I hope that doesn't delay anything for the car's progress to get started again. Because I wanna drive this thing. I am going to do some street rips with it when it's done. And it's gonna be super sick, especially because the car is all like kitted in one color, and I'll hopefully have Jace out here so he can film it and take photos. Jason is not gonna drift it. Jace is gonna take photos of it. It's gonna be awesome. So if you guys wanna see that, make sure you subscribe down below and just stay tuned for the upcoming build. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, like stuff I need to get done, and on the FC, these panels right here, when I was drilling out the hole for the cage, I need to get some rubber seal right here, like a rubber seal to put here, and then also I want to make an aluminum plate and then like rivet it in. So I actually have aluminum over here from when I did my firewall on my FD a long time ago. So Jason and I are gonna go to Home Depot, probably fuck around like we always do, and go get some rivets?
Rivets.
Oh wait, I don't have a rivet gun. Don't have a rivet gun, we'll see. Might do self-taps for the time being. Self-tap, no tap. These super small self-tappers that I bought last time when I was trying to install my FC kit actually are gonna come in handy. So instead of rivets, I think I'm gonna do these self-tappers just because there isn't much for the rivet to grab onto on the back. But we're still gonna go to Home Depot because I need to get some just gloss black spray paint so I can paint all that stuff. And obviously that rubber stuff that I was just talking about. I feel like every time I film a video, hey, chill. This guy just always wants to hurt me. Every time I film a video, we're either in my garage or at Home Depot. We're going with this, hoping that this is gonna be okay and work. And then we grabbed 2 boxes of self-tappers because they're about to close.
Hey Noah, how you gonna suck dick now with your knee hurting?
Shut the fuck up. For those of you wondering, that is where I met Jason.
False, that's where I go to pick up your bitch.
If anybody knows anyone that somehow works at Red Bull and can somehow get me hooked up, please hook it up, because that has been a dream sponsor of mine forever. Right now, I'm saying it right now so I can look back at this video, who knows how long. Red Bull, one day you will be my sponsor.
Shout out TJ, FTB.
No, monsters are gross, disgusting. I'd rather drink this. So this is the supplies we got. This is just like basic super glue for this little sealant stuff right here. I'm gonna explain what all this is for. This is just, this is epoxy, like type of like super glue thing for plastic on plastic, because super glue will not work. It'll just end up breaking off. I'm gonna use this piece of like, it's obviously not cardboard, but it's just that paper that we use to mask everything off on my FD, and put it up in this thing, make a template, cut it out with scissors, and then trace it over some aluminum that I have over there. And hopefully it turns out good.
Logic?
That's right. My angle grinder, I actually lost a little thing to take the blades off of the top, so I have to use this little guy, but this probably is better than the angle grinder, but I had to like switch over the little nozzles on the end, whatever. It was a big ordeal. Cutting on a trash can, probably not the most ideal situation, but doing it anyways, so hopefully it turns out good. Well, I had no idea that I had lights over here, but now it'll be super chill. So I got this plate all cut out and whatever. Obviously it's like a little bit rough, but we're gonna grind it down on this this little Harbor Freight grinder and this here grinder, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully it turns out pretty well. Messed up a little bit, but I think it'll be pretty good once I get it all grinded down. This was really thick aluminum because this is what I used as a firewall and I didn't want it to be too flexible. So I wish I had thinner stuff, but I mean, better thick, like dumb thick.
I like it dumb thick, man.
Stupid thick.
Stupid thick.
Retardedly thick.
Retardedly dummy stupid thick.
Damn, Jason's is looking super baller, but exactly like the problem with mine is that slight gap, so we'll just have to do a nice little bend down the center with some heat, and I think that the plates will turn out perfect.
I think so too.
It's turning out oddly better than I expected it to, and I'm really happy that once it's painted in there, it'll look so much better, and it's gonna make me so happy. Got this piece all bent up now. Obviously there's a little bit of yellow residue from that microfiber. I didn't think he was gonna burn, but this is all gonna get like sanded or Scotch-Brited before we paint it. But just look at the fitment of that now. Like, it's so proper, especially when that's self-tapped in. You won't be able to see that corner right there. Like, everything's looking absolutely amazing. Sorry not to try and flip you off, but yeah. I will give props to Jason. It was Jason's idea to heat the metal up and bend it over a tube. So good job, Jason. We ended up buying the wrong self-tappers again, so we used the ones that we bought last time, and it actually worked really well. As you can see, it's kind of just like an aluminum plate right now that doesn't look that good, but I'm about to take it off and paint it. When the door's shut with the cage, it's just completely covered now, and it looks amazing. So I'm gonna pull this off, paint it, and Jason over there is doing his. His plate came out insanely good, so hopefully his screws in and everything's good with that, and then we can have some nice looking door cards. I do need to get these plastics right there though. I'm gonna try and find those on eBay tonight. Later, Jason.
Later.
My camera died, so we painted these while the battery was charging. As you can see, it's pretty glossy, looking pretty good. At first, the metal was contaminated, and so there was like all these like pits all over the metal. So I waited till it dried. I used like a torch to heat the paint up just so it dried faster, sanded it down, used some brake cleaner, and then it was all good after that. And then I spray painted these self-tappers black, so everything will match and it'll look super baller. As the paint's drying on those plates over there that I'm gonna be putting in the door, I'm gonna start editing yesterday's video for you guys. It's 1 in the morning, so I'm gonna be up very late tonight. But tomorrow, Jason and I are going to be picking up some parts for upcoming project that you guys are gonna wanna stay tuned for. So I'm gonna get to this, and then hopefully those dry in the next like hour or so I can finish the video with showing you guys the finished product. It looks like these plates are finally dry enough to install in the car, so I'm gonna grab these, and I think those screws are good also. Try and put them in. If it's still too wet, I will just stop and just continue tomorrow, but I think that they're good. Oh my God, that looks so much better than it did before. Like, seriously, an insane amount. Now it's just a nice plate there, looks all good and black. It doesn't stand out as much as it does in like, obviously the video right now, but with like a nice trim back here and I get this plastic, it's gonna look crazy good. Especially because of this red out here, it just makes it look so much worse. Like the car is not gonna be this color for very long. So I wasn't able to get to this super glue and this epoxy for the center console or this little black weather stripping that's gonna go around where like the cage goes, like right there around the door. Just because it's pretty late and I just got kind of done editing the video. That's gonna be it for today's video, so thank you guys very, very much for whoever stayed to the end. If you're seeing this, comment down below, Pickle Rick, so I know that you stayed till the very end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!